Good evening, thanks for coming back. I have had really an outpouring of interest in the 2-ingredient bagel, and I do use the everything bagel mix on the top of mine. So 3rd ingredient, but we don't really count it, and I brush it with an egg before I cook it. So who are the main 2 players in this bagel? Self-rising flour and fat-free Greek yogurt. This Greek yogurt, I keep it on hand. I keep it in my refrigerator all the time. It's also a great substitute for sour cream and recipes. So this is something to keep on hand. 0 points in this. The only points from this bagel is in this flour, and 3 points per bagel. You will use 1 cup of each of these ingredients. 1 cup of your Greek yogurt, 1 cup of your self-rising flour, and then we're going to mix it up. I do use my stand mixer for this. You don't have to. It just does a lot of the work for me, so why not? And then I'm going to do these in my air fryer. So hope my mom's watching because she wanted some air fryer recipes also. So let me get our ingredients in my bowl. I'm gonna get them mixed up. Then I'm gonna come back and show you what the dough looks like. And then I'm gonna show you how we make them into the little bagels and get them cooking. We're mixing. So I'm gonna take my spatula. I'm just gonna carefully, I've got the dough hook on here. Just gonna carefully, push it in, help it incorporate. I'll stop this too and mix it from the bottom, just to make sure we get the flour incorporated. Okay, we've got our dough here, and I've kneaded it a little bit just to make sure we've got all of our flour. Sorry, I'm one hand here. So we've got this ball of dough, and then we're gonna divide this into four round balls. And what I do is I use my kitchen scale because I want to make sure that they're all equal proportions, because then again, we're counting our points. So I want to know that what I'm eating is a true portion, a quarter of this dough. Okay, we have our 4 dough balls, and I've got my scale here, and I've I've weighed them all, and they're all roughly 3.2 ounces. We're close here on all of these. So, yeah, we're really close with all of them. Okay, so I've got a little flour here that I can pull over as I make these, kind of like we're playing with Play-Doh, right? I'm gonna roll this out until I can form the bagel ring. I'm really just gonna do that. I'm doing this one-handed. I'm gonna roll this a little thinner. You'll see when we're done. Okay, here we are. We've got our bagels formed. I've got some egg that I just took a spoon and scrambled a little. Then I'm gonna wash over this. Just do an egg wash. It's gonna help give it that glossy finish when it's cooked. My air fryer is currently running, heating up at 350 degrees. We're going to cook these at 350 degrees. These can be made in the oven as well. And I will post a link to both ways. All right, so next is our everything bagel. And just be as generous as you want with it. Keep in mind, I've also mentioned that this dough, you can use it as a pizza dough. I've seen it used as a donut dough. also. I'm sure there's a lot of other ways to do this. Okay, so the air fryer has been heating up for a few minutes. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit more. I want it warm. I'm gonna spray some Pam in the bottom of it, and then I'm going to put these in there. Okay, we've got some Pam in the bottom, and we're gonna turn this on, and we're going to go to 350 for 10 minutes and start. All right, we beeped. Look at these. That is just straight out of the air fryer, you guys. All right, look at that. They did good. They did good. I'm gonna put them on a cooling rack here. Put them on my cooling rack. Oh. Okay, they look good. All right, we're gonna cut into our finished product here. So, got a bread knife and a cutting board down here. I'm gonna cut into this. It's been cooling on my cooling rack for a little while. Yeah, it's still a little warm on the inside, but I'm gonna cut into this and look at this. It's you know, airy, doughy. It's definitely, I can smell that everything bagel seasoning, all of those spices. It smells like you walked into the bagel shop. I like onion bagels, and I'm picking up on some of that on here. So this is good. And I think because of the size I made these, they kind of push together. Sometimes they'll cook up and they look just like round bagels with the hole in the middle. Other times it cooked up a little like this. My batter, whenever I mixed it, it was a little dry. So I added some more yogurt, and you probably noticed whenever I was kneading it on my cutting board, it was still a little damp. So I think too, the more moist your, my dog just barked, sorry, I've got two dogs. The more moist your batter is too, it's gonna pull together like this perhaps. For you guys in the YouTube notes link, I'm giving you the recipe link for this air fryer recipe. I'm gonna give you a link to how to cook these in the oven. I misspoke a little earlier whenever I said I've seen this batter used for donuts. It's not donuts, it's cinnamon sugar bagels. So I'm giving you the link to that. I've never made those, but since you're utilizing sugar, I think it's a six serving. So it's gonna be a smaller portion because you're using sugar, but it's a smaller portion to keep your points down. I'm also giving you a link to how this dough has been used for cheesy biscuits, for pizza crust, for pretzels. Same base, all those different variations. So that all of those links are going to be provided for you. And I've also provided the link for my scale, my kitchen scale, digital kitchen scale, my basting brush, and I went ahead and linked the air fryer. It's, you know, it's not a high dollar value product. It's from Walmart. Mine is. They range all over the place. If you have a big family and you're gonna cook for a lot of people, you might want a bigger one. A friend of mine, we were talking about how we might just like to have two of these, one for meat and one for vegetables, but I've made this one work just fine. I did prepare my dough. You saw me preparing my dough on my cutting board, and I really do that just for ease of cleanup. Makes it easy. That way I just take that cutting board with the flour and the sprinkling of the seasoning on it and goes right in the sink. So that's why I do that. If there's anything else you guys ever see me use and you want information on it, let me know. I've just got, you know, years and years and years of kitchen stuff that I've acquired. But if you ever want to know where I got anything or what it is, let me know. and I will get you that information. I really hope you try this. It smells so good. I don't eat a lot of bread on Weight Watchers. I'm careful about my breads. I'm gonna walk out of the view. I use these sometimes. If I make something quick in the air fryer, I will throw a little marinara sauce on here, a few pepperonis, Canadian bacon is less points, and some mozzarella cheese. Put it in the air fryer until it looks done to your liking, and you've got your own little pizza. So I don't eat a lot of bread, so this is a treat. This is good, and I don't feel bad. And I hope you have fun making it and making the different variations that this dough offers. Until next time, come back. I'm gonna do many more of these, and some of my go-to recipes will be coming up. Bye. One more note, still talking about the bagel. Can you toast it? Yes, absolutely. Put this in your toaster. My son likes these toasted. And yeah, you're gonna use this just like you would use a bagel. All right, bye, for real.